Welcome traders, this is Mike from MS100 bringing you some daily technical analysis. So here's the SPY daily chart going all the way back to April. Now recapping the last couple days, the last 2 days we broke down from major trendline support that we had, and now today we did continue down, but the buyers seem to come in right around this 200 period SMA right over here on the daily chart. Now, that could be a good sign. Now that the market did catch a bid, we could get a possible turnaround, or we could continue down to this moving 50 period moving average here. What I think the market's going to do is I think we may get another day or two of downside before we do get some buying back in and possibly create a head and shoulders pattern with the neckline here around 888 on the S&P. Today's volume wasn't really anything spectacular. It was a little less than Tuesdays and around the same amount as Mondays. So the volume side, we're not putting up that much volume, but we are coming down here on our stochastic indicator right here. We're coming down pretty hard. And this is a good thing in this market to see this kind of pullback right now, because you don't want to see too much buying without any pullbacks, because then you know the price has to come down soon. But if we can price correct on this chart here, we actually may be able to come up and make some new highs if we don't form a topping pattern. So right now I'm going to go into some of the trades that we have out right now, and I'll show you those. Alright traders, so this is the FAZ 3 times short the financial sector. Now here at MS100 we did enter in this trade. We got in this trade at around 435 and now it's at 523. So we're up 0.9 points in this trade. We broke through the 200 period moving average here. And today we did get some nice follow through with more volume than the last couple days coming in here. So the volume's starting to pick up as these stochastics are starting to rip into the overbought level. What I'm actually looking for out of this trade, my first target on this trade was 540, and my second target's between 630 and 640, where I'm looking to unload some of my shares. But I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback in here, seeing how we have run up pretty far, pretty fast in here. So this is going to coincide with what the stock market is going to end up doing. Now, let me move on to our next trade. So here's our next trade in the UNG, the natural gas fund. We actually entered this fund around $14 right over here on this day. And in the recent comings, we've seen some nice pop in the volume here. And we also seen a nice pop in the price out of this triangular pattern. Now, it seems that on the daily chart here, we are resisting at this $16 area, which could be a sign of consolidation here with this inside day pattern forming. But we did unload some of our shares today, right before the oil numbers came out, just to lighten up, reduce some of the risk, take some nice profits almost. We got out at 1560, so we ended up with 1.5 points on half that trade, and we're leaving the rest on to run. I'm looking for the target on this trade to come over here around the 1750 area, give or take a little bit. We'll see what's going on with the dollar, and we'll see what's going on in the markets and how those can both have an impact. Today we did sell off a little bit in the US dollar, which did cause UNG to run along with the oil numbers and some strength in the stock market. So we will continue to evaluate this trade as we move on. Now moving on to our next trade. Sorry about that, traders. I'm actually running out of time here, so I'm just going to end it for right now. Maybe I'll post another movie tonight, go through some other stocks that I'm looking at, what I'm looking to buy, what I'm looking to sell. Otherwise, keep it long, keep it short. Whatever you do, make money. This is Mike from MS100. Have a good one.